going to tell you a story about a desperado I know. He was the worst bad man in Texas. Texas' most famous outlaw. A guy named John Wesley Hardin. He was commonly known, and since then, as the baddest man in Texas, or you might say Texas' most famous gunfighter. He gained that reputation because he killed as many as 25 to 44 men. So that's why he got such a bad reputation. What I want to talk to you today is about his capture, which is the most significant thing that happened to him and influenced the rest of his life. He was down there around East Texas. He'd already killed Deputy Sheriff Charlie Webb, but it got too hot for him. The boys found out that Hardin was going under the name of J.H. Swain Jr., and he was hiding out on the Florida-Alabama line. John Wesley, he wanted to take the easy life instead of having to work real hard for a living, so he got to gambling and he owned a saloon down there. About that time, Duncan and Armstrong, they make the trip to Florida because they had seen in the letter that that's where the Hardins were living. The arrest and capture of John Wesley Hardin is not very well known, the details, and so we're going to try and show you what happened.
John, I got this letter from Florida. I know where Hardin's hiding.
Where's that son of a bitch?
Johnny's living in Pollard, Alabama, just across the Florida line with his wife and daughter, and he's going by the name of J.H. Swain.
Are you sure? How do you know?
I intercepted this letter from Brown Bowen, his brother-in-law, to his father. He says his sister is living nearby, and you know who she is? That's Hardin's wife, Jane Bowen.
That sounds good, Jack. When do we leave for Florida?
I already have my ticket, John. You come as soon as I locate them.
Jack, you know we're gonna need a warrant. You know, we're in Texas, he's in Florida. They're not gonna like us coming down to Florida and arresting Hardin.
You come as soon as you get the warrant.
I'll wait for your telegraph. I'll get it from the governor tomorrow.
Okay, boys, I got it all set up with my railroad. The Pensacola office just called and confirmed that Hardin and his three buddies are gonna be on a 5 o'clock train to Pollard.
I think we should take him on the ground. Take him on the ground before he gets on the train.
I don't think so, Bill. Hardin's the quickest with the gun I have ever seen. If we try to take him in the street, innocent people are gonna get hurt. Best thing we can do is take him on the train.
Yeah, there's a $4,000 reward for him, and he's not going to give up easy. So you're right. He'll probably shoot somebody, or somebody will get hurt for sure.
Well, why don't we wait until he's on the train and sitting down? That way we can block both ends and keep him from getting away.
I like that. I like that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Jack, we can come in together, get him in front, get him in back, get him down, and get the cuffs on him.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so you two gonna come in from one end, I'm gonna come in from the other end. By surprise, we're gonna take him.
All right.
Right.
Sounds good.
Good.
Yep.
You can play some cards too, actually. Wait, no.
Howdy, Mr. Swain.
Howdy.
I see you doing the same old thing.
Yep.
We missed you last night at the saloon. There was one guy there that had a fat wad that he wanted to lose, and he ain't no good at cards.
Oh, hell. I always miss the easy ones. How'd you fare?
I've done all right for a farm boy, I reckon. But I tell you, had you been there, you'd been easy pickings.
Damn. Next time, maybe.
Take care.
I'll see ya. Yeah, steal them out. Texas, by God!
Got you, Hardin! Gotta get that gun out! Hey, get back! Hit it!
Right there?
He's got a gun! You Hardin boys get off the train. We got no beef with you.
It's not that
Get out of here. We got who we came for, and no one else was hurt.
He's just a piece of trash. But we got him.
Yeah, I'm glad we got him. It was on my railroad. Last train to Pollard, all aboard!
Let us through, folks. Let us through.
You get out of here, Hardin.
Just stand back. Stand back. Wow. It's my prisoner. Stand back.
He's trash.
Right down there in the middle. Hey, John.
I still don't have the papers. And worse than that is, I think Hardin's men are following us.
Well,
And they won't take him.
That doesn't surprise me. Whether we're in Florida or Alabama or wherever we are, all the way to Texas, that's what we're going to deal with.
Well, I still don't have the papers, but I'm going to go down to the telegraph office and see if they've come.
Okay, I'm going to be sitting right here waiting.
Jack!
JD.
We got him! We got him!
What'd they say?
The papers are on the way.
Where are they?
They're going to be in Montgomery when we get there.
Well, let's get this train rolling.
Let's get this train going! Looks like Hardin is on the way to Austin.
And it's about time. I'm glad he's gone. And there's that Hardin woman right now.
Are you John Armstrong?
I am.
I'm Jane Hardin. You captured my husband, you SOB. I'm gonna raise my son to kill you.
Ma'am, I was just doing my job for the state of Texas.
Hardin's last words were, "Brown, you have 4 6s to beat," because there were 4 pairs of dice and he had thrown 4 6s. He said, "Brown, you have 4 6s to beat." And when he did that, Selman shot him right in the back of the head. He shot him 3 more times when he hit the ground. So Hardin died right there on the floor of the Acme Saloon, having been shot 4 times. The one hit him in the back, came out right over his left eye. There's still a lot of mysteries of exactly what happened. One of the bullets hit a mirror frame on the wall, which I have that mirror. One of the bullets went through Hardin, fell on the floor. That's in a well-known collection today, the original bullet. And that was the end of John Wesley Hardin, although there are a lot of questions still remain. But that's the end of Hardin's life.
I'm Jane Bowen Hardin. If you're wondering whatever happened to me after my husband, John Wesley Hardin, was captured, I had a very rough life. We wrote to each other. I took in washing. I had to farm out my 3 kids. I had 2 girls and a boy, and I couldn't take care of them. So I took in washing and did other jobs. I got very sick. John didn't ever get to see me again before he got out of prison. I died in 1890 at the age of 34. I was buried in the Asher Cemetery in Karnes County, Texas, in a marked grave.
I'm Jack Duncan, one of the 2 Texas Rangers involved in the capture of John Wesley Hardin. In fact, I'm the one who found out where he was hiding, and I still have the letter from Brown Bowen to his wife Jane's father that revealed that information. You're probably wondering now what happened to me after the capture of John Wesley Hardin, because I was not the famous ranger that my partner John Armstrong was. I went back to Dallas. I was a detective, worked on the police force. As I aged, I became a sanitary inspector and brothel inspector. In fact, it was in a brothel that I was shot by a prostitute right in the neck. The doctor was unable to get the bullet out, and for the rest of my life, I had a tracheotomy that caused me a great deal of problem. In fact, when I was killed in a car wreck, they say that probably the reason for my death was not so much the wreck as it was that the silver tube in my trach was pulled out and I smothered to death. I was buried in the Greenwood Cemetery in Dallas, Texas, and in 1988, historian Rick Miller wrote my biography, The Bounty Hunter. And that's who I am, Jack Duncan, the Bounty Hunter.
You may wonder what happened to John B. Armstrong, Texas Ranger, after the capture of John Wesley Hardin. Well, I became famous. I was even promoted to lieutenant. I got married. And with the reward money I received from the capture of Hardin, I purchased 50,000 acres of land in South Texas. And I built me a farm. My life was anticlimactic after that time. I did enjoy ranching and family life. However, South Texas was full of desperados. It was the Wild West. So I joined a special Texas Ranger unit to rid Texas, South Texas, of these desperados. This was Texas by God, and we brought peace to this land. For the next 50 or so years, I spent my life, was mainly occupied with family and ranching. And on May the 1st, 1913, I was laid to rest in the family plot at Oakwood Cemetery in Austin, Texas.
So sad, but suddenly there's a pain in my chest. As quickly as I can look down, I see my blood spill on the ground.